This is Fern. She's a student of Frieren. She has basic element, and she has
But
Is she good in raid, arena, Colosseum, etc.? Well, let's find out. First, let's take a look at her kit. Her normal attack, nothing special. Her special ability, it increases basic party members' crit hit chance by 30%. This will be good for raid and perhaps Colosseum. Her chain skill, just dealing damage, nothing special. For her X weapon ability, it increases damage of her normal attack, and it also increases her attack every time she uses weapon skill, so she works better as a leader in your team. Her weapon skill is emitting a laser. It's like Kamel's weapon skill, but wider and better. Her weapon skill cooldown is 7.2 seconds, which is very fast. Alright, now that we know her kit, let's test her for guild raid. Because of her weapons ability, I'll use her as leader. This is my build for Fern's raid team. I must say she's really good for this content. Because she has big damage, she can increase your teammates' damage. She can be used in other element team, even though she works best in basic. And I predict she will be meta for basic raid for a long time. I tested the previous best team and other basic team with the same equipments. This is the result. The damage gap will be higher if you have better stats than mine. With that being said, my score for Fern in Guild Raid is good. She has good damage and most likely be a meta for basic raid for quite a long time. Next content, Arena. Because of her special ability and her weapons ability, Fern can deal massive damage using her weapon skill and chain skill. But her drawback is in her weapon skill itself. Since it can't automatically target your opponent, you need to be precise when using it. This makes her quite tricky to use in Arena. However, I will say that she is actually good here once you've learned how to land her weapon skill perfectly. You can achieve that by practicing. The best team for Fern in Arena, I think, would be a team with a toughness buff and a weapon skill Regan buff. I suggest you to use Beach Rachel and Garam with Fan. This is their equipments if I use this team. This is the alternative if I don't have 3 Earth Necklace. This is the relic stats I recommend. And this is how you play Fern in Arena. First, get the chain skill. Then, if possible, attack your opponent until you get this crit buff. After that, use her chain skill, and repeat the steps. So, my score for Fern in Arena is half good. You most likely win once you get the chain skill, but you need to work on her weapon skill. Next content, Colosseum. First, let's test her as a leader in the team. The plan. My Craig will taunt his Craig because Kamel's attack is shorter than Future Knight. His Craig will chase my Craig in this area. And I hope my Fern does her weapon skill correctly and get the first chain skill. Okay, let's start the match. Nice! First step succeed. Wait, what is Fern doing? Why she go into the enemy territory?
That's impossible.
Okay, I don't think she's good to use as a leader.
I'm sorry.
But let's see if we use her as an ally. Okay, nice. Beth is attacking Fern, and FP is taunted by Craig. Now if we can chain skill Beth, we're gonna win, I think.
I won't stay put anymore.
Alright, but I think I win here because of stats and my opponent isn't using the best accessory. Also, he's not using Craig. Fern is usable in some meta teams. However, She doesn't really improve the team, so I don't recommend using her. If you already have the meta team, I suggest you to stick with it. So my score for Fern in Colosseum is decent. She is good in basic team with Yunha as the leader. She is usable in some meta teams, but doesn't really improve those teams. In adventure, you can use her in this team. But of course, I still prefer the free team. Fern is pretty good to use in expedition, especially if you have basic heroes. But she's not as good as Miss Crump. Is she worth pulling? Yes, if 1. You want to improve your basic raid team, she is a must-get for this. 2. You're lacking DPS heroes. 3. You want to use her in arena. Although she's not meta, she's still pretty good in this content. 4. You like her and you just want to get her. Okay guys, that's it for my review. If you disagree with anything I said, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.